What's up? What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna be trying out some theory crafting. Considering the current modern meta, where while things are starting to settle down, it would seem as if this card is particularly well positioned right now. Not only being able to find explosives, ballista, or amulet, which is of course quite powerful, but also because we could find either Grafdiggers Cage of Tormod's Crypt and also Pithing Needle coming out of the sideboard. This also gives us a more streamlined version of the deck. Of course, playing our 28 lands, I tried Field of the Dead as a 29th land yesterday, and it didn't work out. It wasn't worthy of a main deck inclusion. So I'd rather have the extra copy of Coalition Relic and the extra copy of Engineered Explosives in order to make my deck a little bit more well-rounded. And still, I'm willing to give it another shot and try to see whether this card is actually worth it or not. But only as a sideboard card. There's too many decks in Modern where this card just doesn't do enough, and it entered in the battlefield tapped. It's just too much of a downside. As far as the sideboard goes, we have kind of like a classic white amulet sideboard, having access to a couple of Path to Exile, a couple of counter magic spells, Hornet Queen, Force of Vigor being an excellent new addition, Obstinate Bailiff, and Ramming Up Excavator as my Jandi style kind of decks. And yeah, I want to add the Grafdiggers Cage because of both Neobrand and Hogak, because of both of those decks. And then the Pithing Needle has been so good for me lately, coming out with Karn, right? So being able to fetch it from the sideboard. And even though we're not going to be able to fetch it with this from the sideboard with Karn, we're going to be able to put it in the main deck and fetch it out with Trinket Mage. So we're going to see how this works out. A bunch of things here are kind of in the chopping block, right? This too might be here or might not be here in the next league that I play. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. One thing that I think I forgot doing is updating the stream decker. So while we wait for a match to fire up, I'm gonna do that real quick. Modern League, and I'm in the Trinket field. Okay. So yeah, this is one of those let's see if expectation meets reality kind of thing, you know? Like in theory, this a list like this should be pretty well positioned. Now we're gonna see whether that's actually true or not. All right, sweet. Yeah, Ariana, it hasn't been okay. Yeah, so the stream decker is updated. The field hasn't been great, but it's because like we played 2 entire leagues and we didn't play against a single deck where field would have been good. So it was much worse than it would probably be normally. So we have a turn 4 Titan with Amulet, so this is probably like a fine keep. Also considering the fact that we have the Natty Bog and we have Crossroads to gain some life if we need to. Field has looked pretty bad so far, but yeah, I mean testing is about trying things out, right? So that's what we're doing. So my opponent's holding up, like they didn't do anything on turn 2, so I think I don't want to like jam this relic into a remand or something. Young Gudan, thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold for the 2nd month in a row. Thank you so much for the support. I think I'm just going to play out the Crossroads and pass the turn. This means probably either Storm or Phoenix. Wouldn't be surprised to see either of those decks. And not so much against Phoenix, but against Storm, I'd rather not run into into a remand. Wait, is this like Jeskai or something? That would be weird. So I guess I don't want to play this out. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna play out the Coalition Relic and see what my opponent does. It should give us more information here. Okay, so we are playing against Jeskai. Force of Negation, my Coalition Relic. Sounds good. Citizen Thumb, thank you for the host. How was the stream? Were you playing some Amulet? Huh. So I think I want to play out the Bojuki Walk to play around Logic, not here. And I think I'm gonna run this Amulet into probably a Cryptic. Putting Firely Islet in your Jeskai deck. I don't know if I like this inclusion. Alright, so there's a Cryptic, which is it's a fine exchange for us. Yeah, I don't like this in a control deck. Doesn't seem like you want to be like cycling your land drops away. What are my options? I think I want to play out the T-West so I can transmute for Cavern of Souls for next turn. Nothing's clocking me here, so there's no need for me to rush. Jeskai Saheeli probably. I don't think that Jeskai Saheeli would play Cryptic Command. Yeah, like now my opponent is behind the land drop. Like, is that even worth it? Is that even worth it? I don't think so. Alright, that ain't bad. We can do this and transmute for Cavern in the same turn, because we only have access to a single blue. So now they don't have... Okay, so I think I'm just gonna jam the Trinket Mage, see what my opponent does. They don't have Cryptic, Snap Cryptic mana, so... Spell Queller. Alright. Black, blue, and white. Explosives on 3. So this is either going to require another counter magic here, which would be a fine exchange for us, or we're gonna get back our Trinket Mage next turn. So we really like this list. That's sweet. It's me or the audio is so slow. It shouldn't be. My setup is the same as always. Queller with Teferi is hot. Yeah, that could be what they're doing. Okay, so we're gonna crack this first for some action. Cast this guy. See what my opponent does? Nothing. They do nothing. Okay, so we're gonna plus, and I think I want to go for another Amulet. My opponent has shown the willingness to like go out of their way to counter my Amulets, so okay. So next turn we should be in good shape. We're gonna probably Pact first, then transmute for Cavern. Oh no, we're not gonna be able to do that. That makes no sense. Interesting. I think I'm gonna lead on attacking with the Trinket Mage here. I might also be priced into It's kind of rough. So I can transmute. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana after transmuting. So I cannot double Titan. But I don't want to run the Summoner's Pact into another Spell Queller. So I think I'm going to pass a turn, and at my opponent's end step, I am going to Summoner's Pact. I really wish I had access to a Semi-Growth Chamber, so transmuting wouldn't cost me my Gemstone Mine. Opponent really tanking here. All right. Take 2. Yeah, I don't think I have much of an option. Float mana. Bounce. Transmute. For Summoner's Pact. This is basically telling my opponent, yo, I don't have a Titan in hand. So when I pact in my end of turn, that hopefully makes my opponent do something. So they have 6 cards in hand, they do nothing. All right, so now we got the Titan part. And now we can just kind of wait here. There's no reason for us to do anything. Like, my opponent needs to answer my board first. Electrolyze. Sure. Okay, now I am going to try to resolve the Titan now that my opponent stepped out of Cryptic mana. They might have Logic Knot or Mana Leak or something like that, but I don't think it's getting better for me. Sick. This is how we do it. I think I've liked how I've been navigating this game. You feel like they have Surgical? It might be. Float. 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 Bounce. Pact. Well, no Surgical confirmed. No Surgical confirmed. And we transmute again, right? In fact, we can double transmute here. And we can get the Titan and the Pact of Negation. Bounce here. Boom. They concede. Alright, I think I enjoyed very much how I played that game. We might want Field of the Dead. I think I want the Engineered Explosives. I guess I don't have that much information about what they are doing over there. They did show me Spell Queller, so maybe a couple of Path to Exile are not a bad idea. Colony Garden seems terrible. Hornet Queen seems kind of necessary in order to in order to stabilize against like potential Vendilion clicks and whatnot. I don't know if they are playing main deck Spellwear, so I would assume that they are more on a tempo kind of deck. So I'm not expecting Jace the Masked Sculptor and stuff like that. If anything, I'm expecting Baby Teferi, and Pithing Needle is not good enough against Baby Teferi, since what really destroys us is the static ability, not the activated ability. In fact, we don't really care about the activated ability. So I want to make sure I can go long. So I don't think I want to take out Caveira Crossroads in this matchup. As I say, I'm expecting Baby Teferi, so I want the explosives. Take out a couple of scouts. Die into Electrolyze on Lightning Bolt is not where I want my mana to be. Actually, let's do this. Only 2 paths. I don't think I want 3. I might want Rex Sage. We're gonna see how my opponent's sideboarding looks like. Maybe Detention Sphere, maybe Damping Sphere. I can answer both of them with explosives, so I don't want to like bring in a 3 mana 2/1. Will be eaten by Electrolyze. I would suggest you rather take Baloth. I don't like Baloth in the matchup, and I mean, it doesn't really get eaten up, right? They would need like 3 Electrolyzes in order to like answer the entire Hornet Queen. I don't think that's a bad exchange for me. That's funny. Keep. So bottom one of these and bottom the Crossroads. Done. So we have a potential turn 2 kill here. We have an actual turn 2 kill. Sweet. I guess it's not an actual turn 2 kill because do I go? I guess I don't go for it, right? And my opponent seems to be F6'd. Oh no, they are not. Because that Azusa resolved very quickly. I'm gonna be super sad now. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I should have played the basic forest first. That was a very bad sequencing mistake on my part. That was a really bad sequencing mistake on my part, actually. Like, so bad. Creator Ventures, thank you for that subscription. Tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold for the 4th month in a row. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Love the quality of your content, learn a lot. Also hope the team ice wins the MSL. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yesterday there were some very cool matches in the MSL actually. Rattle Chains? Is this like Jeskai Spirits or something? Like some meme like that? That's a very good draw. Another time that I made a mistake. I should have. Yeah, I messed it up here again. What's going on today with me? Yeah, I'm missing out on some value here. All right, Lightning Bolt. I don't think I'm gonna play around Mana Leak. If they have Mana Leak, they got me. And I mean that they literally got me because I'm gonna die to my pact on upkeep. So the only way to answer this is should I try to go for the kill here? I think I'm gonna go for the kill because my opponent showed me Cryptic Command, and I can't really play around Cryptic Command. I guess the way to play around Cryptic Command is to neither set up my next Titan nor try to go for a kill. And I don't think I'm interested in that, so I think I'm just gonna go for it. And if they have the path, that's fine, because that will give me the green mana. So if they have path into Cryptic, they got me. But if they don't have the path here, I just win. So one of their 4 cards in hand needs to be a Path to Exile. And if my opponent is slow rolling me, then I guess it's not a slow roll yet. Now if they don't path me, it would be a slow roll. All right, go to combat. Path here now. There we go. All right, so they did have the path. Now I'm kind of left with nothing here. But we're 1 Titan away from winning. And my opponent's clock is not the fastest, so we have time. Alright, I guess we don't have that much time. The good thing is now explosives stops like my opponent's clock entirely, so that's cool. Well, that's not a good draw. You got 3 unknowns. So if they have snap, I die. So I guess I kind of have to jam here. Which is definitely not where I want to be. But it seems to be what I have to do. So I have to jam into Cryptic, which feels terrible. Wait, what? Alright. Tolaria Simic Growth. Do we have enough mana to double Primetime here? So we are gonna use 3 to transmute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we can double Primetime. That's cool. Spell Pierce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're still fine. We're not gonna be able to haste both now, but we're still okay. Settle the Wreckage. It could be, maybe. They for sure don't have Cryptic, because that was like an insta Cryptic otherwise. Snapcaster. What? Snapcaster Pierce. Okay, the fact that they are piercing with the white mana tells me that they literally have nothing. So I guess I just haste here. Can I set up lethal this turn? And I feel super smart that I went for it now because my opponent would have killed me otherwise. It looked like I have another turn, but I didn't. What if I packed for Azusa instead now? We have way more than enough time. I'm not worried about time at all. I'd rather just like make sure that I'm making the correct plays. So we're gonna haste here. I'm trying to figure out whether I should switch gears. I think there's a way that I can set up lethal here. So I do this. I paid 2. I packed for Azusa. I make my second. No, that is not enough. Okay, but I can still. So I just pay for this. Yeah, we're just fine. So I'm gonna pay for this. We're gonna pact anyway. Get another prime time. And now I'm gonna haste this one. And I'm gonna play the second prime time on my second main phase. So we serve. We have to get 2 bounce lands. So let's do that real quick. You get 2 bounce lands. We bounce this, and we bounce this one, whatever. The opponent takes 8. Cast another prime time. So we can either gain 2 life and go up to 10, or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Field of Death doesn't do anything. So I think I want to get Crossroads T-West here. Sets up my next Titan, and I am not dead to any combination of cards. I guess that my opponent can like Cryptic tap my team, swing for 6, bolt me, and the card that they draw for turn has to be a Lightning Bolt, and the card they draw for Cryptic has to be another land. I think I'll take those odds. I think I'll take those odds. So we're gonna do this. Doesn't matter the order we do this. Alternatively, what we could have done is go get Pact of Negation. But we already have 2 packs to pay for, so I mean, I guess we could easily pact anyway. Okay, so they do okay. The bolt was in hand, so they need to draw Cryptic into Lightning Bolt here. Sweet. I wasn't expecting them to be playing Lords. They seem to be more like playing more like a Tempo Shell. All right, I think that game was navigated properly overall. Set up for EE with the second prime time. I couldn't do that. I was gonna be, because I want to EE on 2, right? So I was gonna be exactly 1 mana short to do that. Because I would need 7 mana total, and if I get Toleria plus Bounce, that only gives me 6. So I wouldn't have been able to set that up. I think this hand is too slow. Also, that was a mulligan to 5. Just want to point that out. This one is too clunky. No green mana too. This one is great. Okay, we're gonna keep this one. We're gonna bottom here and here. Hopefully we're not playing against a Lightning Bolt deck. We're not. Sweet. I mean, we're playing against humans, so this hand is probably not great against humans. Okay, best that we can find here is probably an Amulet. Trinket Mage could be okay. So we're gonna have Champ into something else. It's the only way that they would. Thalia. Thalia doesn't do much. I think... Yeah, I think I'm interested in playing the blocker. I guess not, actually. Yeah, I think I'm not interested in playing the blocker, actually. And the reason for this is the tension guy, the tension sphere guy. Did we get the 5-0 yesterday? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. This is Mantis Rider? Yeah, this is just humans doing humans things. No blocks. Down to 14. Play this out. That sucks. I really need to find a land there. Oops, that's not it. Ooh, no 2-drops is good for us. And they go up to 3? Okay. Can dig this. Second, okay, that's no good news. That is not good news. Alright, so this is an easy chump, kill the Thalia. Take 6. Things not looking great for the home team. I really needed a land drop right there. Alright. That's kind of what I said I needed, right? This is actually gonna be... This card is not very good against me. But under these circumstances specifically, it's actually gonna be quite good. Which kind of sucks. Sucks for us, that is. Phantasmal Image for Mantis Rider. God damn. It's pretty good. So now I have the Forced Chump. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. I needed to draw land specifically on that turn. And everything went downhill from there. Even if I do explosives on 1... explosives on 3, sorry. I still die to the champion, so... That beats. Yeah, that one turn when I drew... I needed to draw land there. That sucks. I want this, I want these guys, I want this one. And I guess I want Field of the Dead over Bajuka Bog. Packed out. 1 primetime, 1 packed. Ghost Water out. I want all my amulets, all my scouts. 1 relic can go, and 1 steerings. Okay. 5 million mages in 2 games. That's some bad beats right there, my friend. That's some tough luck. I like this one mostly because of the path. Like, path is going to be quite powerful this game. And if we draw a Susa, then we are off to the races. Even Dumping Sphere doesn't stop us. So the best possible draw would be, yeah, Azusa. And if I find Pact, I think I go for it. I can play around Dumping Sphere by holding up the Path to Exile. Can I? No, I can't. No, yes, I can. Yeah. All right. Azusa or Pact of the top one time. Okay, that champion is not as threatening as the one before. Sick! So good at this game. So good at this game. Alright. Got him. What's up, Epion? We played Karn yesterday. So if you want to see Karn in action, I'm gonna upload the video to YouTube later today. Take two. So I have one land drop remaining. Play my prime time. Transmute. So I cannot haste another Titan. And I'm not gonna play around Path to Exile out of the humans deck, so we're just gonna do our thing here. I cannot present lethal, unfortunately. Yeah, I cannot present lethal. So I think I'm gonna go for the defensive play. And I'm going to bounce the T-West and not transmute it this turn. Yeah, setting up the top decks is extremely important, as you just saw. Yeah, opponent concedes. Can't ever beat that draw, like in a million years, ever. On the draw, Balos is such a weird card in this matchup. It sometimes just like stonewalls them, and sometimes it just chump blocks a dude and it doesn't even buy a turn. It's such a weird card in the matchup. I don't think I want it. Would you like to do some commentary on what meta or versus decks you want to play this version over Karn? Epion, I talked for 2 hours straight about exactly what you're asking right now. All you need to do is you need to go on YouTube and Google Demystifying Amulet Titan Part 2. I talked about every single version of the deck, except the Simic Tempo version, the one that we've been working on stream a little bit, because that one didn't really exist at that point. But I talk about every single version of Amulet, and when you would want to play them, which cards you would want to play in them. I go in real deep. So if you're interested in that kind of content, I recommend you check that one out. All right, that's actually very annoying. That's super duper annoying. Bounce land. Sick. Alright. Not playing around Damn Sphere. If they have Damn Sphere, they got me. This card is interesting. I think it's gonna be the Scout, actually. Bet you didn't talk about the Return to Correction version? No, because that's not a version. So, no, I definitely did not talk about that one. Alright, so here I think... Ooh, that's a solid draw. Yeah, so I guess I'm doing that instead. I was going to Explosives on one. But this is actually better. Because it helps me hit my land drops. We're gonna take 5 here, which is not great, but then we're gonna be able to Explosives on 3. Yeah, Lieutenant doesn't do much here. Unless we draw a basic. If we draw a basic, we're gonna be in a really, really good shape. So take 7 here instead. That's significantly worse. But I get to do this now. And it's nice that my opponent does not get to play another 3-drop before combat here. Valakut first version. You could say Valakut best meme. Calling it a version is overstating it a little bit. That's a Thalia, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, very happy that I discarded the... Oh yeah, things looking good here. Yeah, things looking really good here. Things looking very, very good here. Block there. Crack. Take nothing. And tap. Play my oof. So if I play prime time, what does that allow me to do? Basically get Crossroads plus... No, I think I'm gonna use this turn to blow up my opponent's board. X equals 1, cast with 2 colors. Tight play. How's the Field of the Dead going? So far, it's been very bad. Koyao, thank you for the follow. My opponents still have 3 cards in hand and they've been missing land drops for the entire game, so that definitely is not great for us. Ha! This is actually quite interesting from my opponent. I think I'm gonna take this. But by doing this, they deal me 1 more damage, but that delays their 2-drops 1 more turn. So I'm not entirely sure that that was the correct play. Yeah, I actually don't think I like that play from them. Okay, so now we blow everything up. Untap. Play prime time. And we're going to do... Kalni Garden... Simic Growth Chamber, I think. Because in case of a Phantasmal Image or another one, the Kalni saves me more life. I guess it saves me the same amount of life. Kalni on Crossroads. I think it's gonna be Kalni because... Yeah, because if they have Deputy of Detention, that means that they are not answering my Titan, right? So I think I'm okay with that. So they probably have Reflector Mage. Ah, you know what? Actually, I should have probably bounced and replayed the Gemstone Mine so I can hold a path for a potential Phantasmal Image. Yeah, I was really punished here. That was a mistake right there. That was a mistake right there for sure. Yep, max punishment. I should have actually bounced the gemstone and replayed the gemstone. Honestly, I didn't really think about it through. Hornet Queen? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 mana, so next turn I cannot pay for Pact and play Titan. I think I like Hornet Queen though. 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can even play around the Deputy. bypassing the token that they target. I die to Kessig Malcontents, but that's not a card that people have been playing lately. So yeah, that's Peon. That's definitely a play. I don't think I want to go that route though. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that because having the path as interaction for this. So if my opponent has another phantasmal image, I can path my own queen, and if my opponent has another deputy, I can path whichever token they do. So I think I'd rather take it easy. Or even if they find Meddling Mage, I can path the Meddling Mage and slam my Titan next turn. So I think I like what we got going on here. Now I get to reset the Gemstone or replay Kalni. I think resetting Gemstone is going to be more relevant. And the 0-1 Charm Blocker doesn't do anything. The other option would have been to bounce the Tulare West, but I'm going to be able to bounce the Tulare West with the trigger from the prime time. Things looking good here. The only way that my opponent might get away with this, they drew the third Phantasmal image. That's insane. Definitely path my queen in response. Now you can copy whichever one you want. Deputy of Detention. Oh wait, actually killing this stops the triggered ability. How does that work? That's interesting. I am actually not aware of how that works. Okay, so we're gonna do this here, this here, this here, and this one here. I think I'm okay trading everything here. Them attacking with the Hierarch is great for us, because it means no Meddling Mage. That was the only way that we got. And now we're gonna have a hasty prime time, and that should be game winning. Oof. Hasty Primetime or Massive Ballista? I think Hasty Primetime is the answer. Hasty Primetime. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we can do both. I cannot play Ballista for 2. Honestly, it just seems good enough, right? Haste here. Ballista for 2 just seems kind of unbeatable for them. Swing, yes. Now we're gonna find Crossroads and the bounce. We're gonna get out of Mantis Rider range. And this should seal the deal. And even if they find a way to answer my Titan, then the Walking Ballista just kills them. I guess I should have pinged there. That was a mistake. Now they can dismember my Titan. Or maybe they just did that for no reason. Alright, sick. That was a tight game against humans. It would never be brought back even if it wasn't tokens because it leave play before your stuff gets exiled. Yeah, so what I'm saying is if I target, because you know that I know that that's how it works with cards like Spell Queller and Untitled Hollow Scholar, because those cards have 2 different lines of text, right? It's like the first line that says when Spell Queller is in the battlefield, exile the spell, and then there's another line of text that says when Spell Queller leaves the battlefield, something else. With Deputy of Detention, it's just 1 line of text. So I think that if we kill the Deputy in response, the stuff just doesn't get exiled at all. So that would have left me, my opponent with one less deputy, and me with one more token. Which I guess it shouldn't have changed the outcome. Like, I mean, we won anyway, right? But I think that it would have worked for us. Yeah, so I think that nothing is exiled. Yeah, Habonillo, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I think that, so the correct play would have been to just like path their deputy in response, and then we would have been fine. Should have gotten field just cause, pretend that it had use. Yeah. Well, this one, we've been doing an awful lot of that with that card. It continues to just never be necessary. So if I had to judge the card so far, I would say that it's consistently unnecessary. Because it never wins. It has not won us a game that we wouldn't have won otherwise. And it, yeah, that. That first hand was mulligan, of course, very, very slow. This one, it's probably also a mulligan. It's a little bit closer for sure because of the T-West, but I think it's going to be a mulligan anyway. It's super slow. This is a turn 5 Titan on the draw. That's not good enough. This one is much, much better. So what is the best that we can do? We definitely want this 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems like the best thing to do. I might be playing against Burn and then immediately regret bottoming that Caviar Crossroads, but I think that holding the bounce is just better. It just represents one more land, right? Card advantage from the card advantage from bounce lands. It's not to be understated, honestly. Is this Dredge? Yeah, so Epion, I think they have standardized them, and that is precisely like how the new one is, but those other cards were there before. Yeah, I think I'm very interested in killing this here. It makes my Ballista trade 1 for 1, which is not great in terms of like the potential value that this Ballista could have, but like slowing down my opponent seems extremely important here. That Sliver gets out of hand really quickly. Oh, what's up, Cryofang? Nice. Nice, how do you like it? The latest one that I updated was the... Alright, so I feel super smart now. I feel very, very smart trading that Ballista. The latest updated video was the one... was the Simic Tempo Amulet, right? So it's giving this dude Unearth. That's an interesting effect to be playing in your deck. Mana Weft Sliver. Okay. I'm gonna take 2 here, and we're gonna tighten them. Best draw, of course, Amulet. That's actually better than the bounce land because now we have 1 extra land drop if we want it. So I'm gonna get Simic and Crossroads. So this sets up explosives on 2 for the next turn, and it puts me up to 22. So this seems like the best possible line for us. Meaning to ask you though, when deciding on playing characters based on Fountain, how do you know which is better to play in whichever version? So first of all, the cards in the sideboard are a big deal. Like when I'm playing Path to Exile in my sideboard, I think that the white mana it's relevant because it's 1 more source, and Path to Exile is a card that I wanna I want to probably be casting early and often, you know. And another thing is the cards that I'm playing, right? Like when you're playing Karn, you are really incentivized to play it on turn 3, and by having one more untapped source, you're making things easier on you. You're making it more likely that you will manage to find a way to... Okay, so this is Coco, probably. What? Uh-oh. That's kind of dope. So this would be a 7 power dude if I kill both of this. Is this deck style good in Modern? Yes, very much so. I've been doing pretty well with it. So we're boarding field dead against blue-white. That's the plan. That is the plan. Still not sure whether it's good or not, but hopefully we find out today. So I'm not gonna be able to save this Titan. So this is just a freaking 7/7, right? That's pretty gross. What I can do, however, is I can play out another prime time. No, I can't, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we're gonna do 4, 6. Play prime time. We're gonna get Garrison plus Stronghold. We're going to bounce the Stronghold. Play it for turn. Explosives for 2. We're gonna crack this main phase. Again, I'm trying to deny my opponent mana. And now we're going to pass the turn. No need to like chomp attack into this Sliver Legion. Legion. Yeah, I guess it's a 7/7. It's pretty freaking big. I also love how my opponent like just casually dropped this in play. Like no problem at all casting it. Just like, yeah, let's just put like 5 different colors of mana and just cast that one. All right. That's another sliver of these ones that bring back dudes. Alright, tapped land is good for us. It means that our opponent just doesn't have anything going on for them. Unfortunately, again, we find ourselves in the same annoying situation that we can't really double strike and... Never mind, now we can. Alright, 6. So that was like one of the best, or that we could have had. Like, Amulet would have been better, granted. But yeah, now our opponent is basically chomp blocking because of the scout. So we're gonna get Sun Home, bounce land. Bounce the Sun Home. And for a single red man, I cannot think of any card that my opponent could use. Like Dismember is the only thing that I can think of. Dismember is literally the only thing that I can think of here. I don't think Lotus is good enough. Nope, I don't think so either. I think I have lethal through this, right? Don't I? Yep, I definitely do. Alright, sweet. So we win. Hell yeah. Alright, Slivers. Cannot think that I expected to face this deck. Probably don't want this. Probably, I guess I might. My opponent showed me 2 of the unearthed Slivers. Maybe Bojuki Bog is actually okay. Ghost Quarter seems bad. They might have Mutable. That's fine. Hornet Queen seems pretty good. I don't know whether I want this or not. They might have Collected Company. But I don't want to bring in such an error card as Grafdiggers Cage before I actually see the card from them. Desperate to try and make Renin 6 work with Titan. I mean, if you want to meme, you can just go ahead and do it. Like, what's stopping you, right? Also, we just won on another move to 5, I think, right? Oh, I like this hand. Keep, and I think we bottom the Ballista. Because we're gonna need the lands, and we definitely want to play this on 1, and we want to steerings into something. Faithless Looting? Now we're just jamming looting into everything. Well, they really want to combo with the Unearthed Sliver, I guess. Alright, if my opponent is so into the whole graveyard shenanigans thing. Oh! Alright. Alright. Yeah, so my opponent is all in on the memes, it looks like. So yeah, I think I might sacrifice this man, each play discards a card. you got it. Sounds good to me. It would be kind of nice to find Bojuki Bog here. So there's no need for me to play out this Amulet yet, and I want to play around the Sliver that destroys something when it comes into play. So I think I'm just gonna chill. And next turn, thanks to the Scout, we have primetime mana anyway, so there's no need for me to go for it here. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. Alright, OP. Oh yeah, so this game is over now. Harmonic Sliver, yeah, thank you. This is my Modern Horizons box, did not turn out like I expected. Deck, yeah, that's Glorious Vengeance. Yeah, my opponent's going really hard on the theme over there. I mean, they might surprise me with Force of Negation here. Who knows? Like, at this point, I have no idea what to expect from my opponent's deck, so... Gut shot, even? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. This Urborg is so annoying. This one... Yeah. This colony so we get more value next turn. Play prime time. We're gonna haste. Maybe they have the Black Force. That would be a beating. That would be a beating for sure. And now we're gonna go Bog and T-West. I feel super smart that I did not side out the bog. Got him. And now the harmonic sliver does not matter. We just got this one. This is not a modern playable card. This is not a modern playable card. I think this is just my opponent just going a little bit too deep on the whole Slivers theme. Well, I guess that it's an enabler for them too. Okay, maybe it makes more sense than I'm thinking, because they are like thinking so much about the graveyard. So, but just like 1 mana, 1/1, pay 1, sacrifice the dude, and like to get card it's like such card disadvantage. It's just so bad. How do you feel about this deck for the SCG this weekend? I mean, if I were playing an event, I would be playing Amulet, because I mean that's that's what I do. But yeah, I don't know which version I would play. Probably this version with Trinket Mage is the best that we can do in the current metagame. I still need to face like the top tier decks. Like we played against Jeskai. Nobody plays Jeskai anymore. We played against like 5-color Slivers memes. Oof. Do we keep this one? I think I'm gonna, and I'm gonna get like super punished. But turn 1 Amulet just too tempting. Hopefully my opponent's playing a green deck. That would be sick. Oof, they almost... Okay, I guess they are playing a green deck. Different kind of green, but it's a green deck. Alright. It's a green deck, alright. Ghost Quarter looking good here, by the way. Playing out my clock. Oh yeah. The Sudakop in GQ also decent. I really want to see a bounce land though. I really want to see a bounce land like right now. Alright, so we Tron in. Bounce land, please. Alright, that's not that bad. We're still drawing towards a bounce land. We're still drawing towards a bounce land, so there's that. And if I think that if we do find that bounce land, we're actually ahead. They have the correct power plant art with the bee. They have the incorrect mine art with this like black, white border, disgusting new border. Ugh. Gross. Gross. Correct tower art though. I respect that. Alright. Again, bounce land, and I think we actually win here. Bounce land. It's not it. And it's definitely not it. And at this point, just bounce land might be too slow. Even with the Amulet and everything, we just whiffed a little bit too much. Knew that this could happen. Oh well, I'm a greed monster. Tron matchup question: is there any methodology for deciding which Tron line to GQ in the early game? I always say to pick up the last one they have already done a copy of. Yeah, so I usually play the ones that I know they didn't search for. I destroy the ones that I know they didn't search for. Basically, that's the only thing that I can say I do. Oh, stone. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Fuck. If this had been one card earlier, I think we win this game easily. As it is, though. As it is, I think they got us. Because they can just like crack the map, complete Tron, blow up O-Stone. So our setup turn doesn't really set up anything. And yeah, we can't really play around this card. Man, I miss Karn. Karn, come back. At the force to blow O-Stone, yeah, I know. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play out the Azusa and like put a counter on my Ballista. This seems so bad though. I mean, it's the best thing that we can do, but it's not going to be enough. We just don't have enough lands. And this Amulet is going to be destroyed, so I'm gonna bounce the Crossroads here. I guess we just do this and then we concede to the Karn. That is the line. Is there no way we can run Karn and Trinket together? Well, I mean, you can, but you're just making both of the plans just worse. You know? That is the issue. Because in order to maximize Karn, you need to like basically make your sideboard slots worth him, which means playing a bunch of sideboard cards that are artifacts that Karn can go a wishing for. Things not looking great. We needed to find like a bounce land there and then like top deck exactly an Amulet. That would have been the only way that we could have like gotten around this. If they have a card, I'm just going to concede. Yep. All right. Yes, 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 and yes. And yes. Out, out, out. Bog out, and Coalition Relic out. The Flapjacky, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. How are you doing today? Yeah, Needle is in there. Can name Karn, Karn Liberated, Karn the Great Creator, Eugene, though I don't think I like Eugene. Like I never lose to Eugene. I just we can bring in Grafdiggers Cage just for the memes, basically. No, the only card I always like consider against Tron are the Path to Exiles, because because of the Thought Knot Seers that they often bring in post board. All right. Watch a couple of videos of yours on YouTube and then click the stream without knowing it was you. Oh, really? Well, that's a happy coincidence. That's a happy coincidence. Welcome to the stream. We're trying out some Trinket today. In theory, it would seem that the Trinket Mage should be well positioned in the metagame. So we're gonna see whether that's actually the case. And so far, we're 3-0, so looking good. I've been playing against some meme decks though, but I don't think I won't Field of the Dead against Tron. Yeah, I'm keeping this hand 100% of the time. Of course, we need a bounce land, but if we do find a bounce land, then we're actually killing on turn 3 on the play. And even through my opponent Nature's claiming one of my amulets, it doesn't matter, and I still get to do my thing. All right. We do need to find the bounce land or any ETB tapped land. Any ETB tapped land does it as well. So I guess I would want my Field of the Dead. Give me my Field of the Dead. Give me my Field of the Dead now. Alright, there's the claim. Again, if we find a bounce land, we still have Titan mana, but tapped land doesn't do it anymore now. Bounce land. Any bounce land. It's not it. So here we're gonna name Expedition Map. And the 3 damage instead of like the 2 extra damage is not gonna matter. We either kill them very dead or we don't get there. So I'm actually returning to MTG after a 1-year hiatus. I need a new pet deck. Well, you're in the right place then. All right, give me that bounce land. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on. Come on. I'd rather save my gemstone counters to potentially attack into a Karn. Ugh. Ancient Steerings also does it. But yeah, now they do have the Karn. I could have named Karn Liberated with the Pithing Needle. That was the other option. They get the Amulet. Alright. I get to kill the Karn. Come on! This is so frustrating. Not playing around this member. I could if I wanted to by attacking with both at Karn, but I guess I should. The 1 damage is not going to be relevant. It's just getting annoying. To be fair, we've been drawing pretty well in the previous matches, so that's the, I guess we're hitting the bad variance here. Are you Spanish? No, I am Argentinian. I was born in Argentina. I currently live in Los Angeles in the US. Never lucky, no, never lucky. Not even in the previous 3 matches. They got the Mog. And they have the Mog coming in next turn. So now I need to draw exactly... Oh, wait, there's more. They have O-Stone too? Yeah, so we're done. We are done. That was very unlucky, honestly. Like, any steerings, any bounce land. Wow, we would have whiffed on these steerings too. Brutal. Just brutal. It happens sometimes. Oh, that was way further than I thought. Yeah. You're in San Diego, Brett? That's sweet. I go to San Diego pretty often. In fact, I'm making a drive to San Diego later today after the stream. I teach over there, and I play shows over there all the time as well. So, and sorry about this, but I literally just remembered that I needed to message one of my students to schedule a lesson for this weekend. 1 second. All right, sweet, done. Mulligan. This one is also very slow, so we're gonna mulligan this one too. Down to 4. Okay. So we're gonna bottom this, we're gonna bottom this, and we're gonna bottom this. So I think I'm gonna bottom the Titan, and I'm going to try to like guarantee primetime mana for next turn, for turn 4. That seems like the only way that I can win, while also hiding the bog in case my opponent's playing some kind of... Alright, that's like not drawing a card basically, so not looking good. We can still draw Titan into untapped source in any order. So we're probably playing against blue-white. Don't like our chances. We are playing against blue-white. Classic snappy beats. Maybe Tef would be annoying here, actually. What do I teach and what do I play? I teach and I play drums. I'm a drummer, full-time drummer. That card doesn't do anything, fortunately. That one is annoying. I guess we can run the bait spell here. Let it resolve. Okay. Okay. So we can transmit for Cavern and hope that we draw. That seems like the play, honestly. At this point, I just think that we need to get lucky. One, two, three, four, five, six. In before Field of Ruin. Path. Okay. Womp womp. I learn drums for a year. Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, drums are great. They really are like the most fun instrument. Please take my either one of these. Please draw me into a prime time. Please draw me into a prime time. Oh! Right. Yikers. Big yikes. That's right. That is right. That is a thing. So I'm gonna play this out because even if they like feel this, I'm in trouble already. So yeah, we're not winning this one. Yeah, that was... I totally forgot about this combo. 3-1 instant speed Thoughtseize. Good times. Basic Forest. So my opponent will have the force here, which is annoying. Let's draw a natural prime time. Yeah, that one doesn't help. Yeah, I think we're just gonna lose here. Like, I don't want to like play my Summoner's Pact into the known force of negation, right? That's why I didn't do anything there. This doesn't really change much, honestly. The field on the garrison. But yeah, in any case, like nothing that we do here really matters. Redundant Narset, you got it. Into another path. Okay. Things not looking good for the home team. Can I even pay for both packs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I can't. I guess that the path is gonna give me the one that I need. What's going on? There we go. Not much to do here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the path 9. Oddly enough, if my opponent doesn't path me there, I die on my upkeep. So I just did the next level play, which is just like just playing to my opponent's mistake. The only problem is that, you know, we're dead. Okay. Alright, negates, yes. Excavator, yes. Hornet Queen, yes. Field of the Dead, yes. Oh, I that was dumb. Yeah, I messed up the... I should have one snow-covered forest and one basic forest. cost. This out and this out. And one, I guess I want all the collision relics out. And -1 amulet. Let's do this. Alright, dope. Do we want EE on 3? Yes. I always leave it as a one-off. I always leave it as a one-off. And I used to bring in Rex Sage always, but the lists have changed a lot since then. So I don't bring it in anymore. I don't bring it in anymore, unfortunately, but Alright. Boom, let's go. I like this one. Having drawn one of our basics always sucks against blue-white, but it's nice that even if they force off negation the Amulet, we still get to Azusa on 3. We need to find some bounce out action though. Amulet resolving is big game. Basic islands. Oh, I guess I should have played the Vesuva there. Yeah, maybe that was... Yeah, I should have played the Vesuva there, copying their island, which would allow me to transmute. Play the bait first. Mana leak. Cool. And this is because Redundant Amulet definitely is worse than Azusa. Azusa is gonna net me more mana in the long run. But yeah, look at this. Like if we would be able to transmute for a cavern here. That wasn't good. That sucks. So I'm gonna Vesuva on the fortress and pass the turn. I'm holding up Walking Ballista for the late game threat. Snappy opt. Sounds good. If they attack, I'm not gonna block. I'd rather have the Azusa to trade, to attack, to clock a potential Jace. Well, tap land there is good for us. It's not a good draw, but this is cool because now they need to get my pact here, unless they have force, I guess. And this click is going to draw me a card, so I get another shot at a Titan. And if not, I get to play Walking Ballista and I get to kill both of their threats. Basically stopping their clock entirely. They take the Ballista. Okay, so this screams force of negation to me. No? Opponent, what are you doing? Why would they do that? I am very confused. Okay, can I swing for 16 here? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get the haste lands, I replay, and I get to transmute. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Bounce. So I need to tap here and here. I play my prime time. Bounce Tolaria. Play my prime time. Get Boros Slayers. We're going to bounce Slayers. Bounce Garrison, sorry. And then we're gonna replay Garrison. This will give me double strike mana. Now we bounce. We need to pay for a pack, so I want to have a bunch of green sources. So I guess I protect the stronghold. I could have set up lethal, which is unfortunate, but and we bounce the Garrison. I guess I can get Pact of Negation here. It's either Pact of Negation or I can get the... You have red bounce land besides Boros, no Goldorf, nope. Yeah, but the pieces of removal are going to be irrelevant if my opponent is just going to be dead next turn to the Walking Ballista again. Like, I guess they are just like, they don't know about the potential that Amulet has. Like now we ended up with the Ballista in hand, except now we have infinite mana and a prime time in play. Yeah, it's just like, my opponent is never going to make that mistake ever again now. That is a once in a lifetime mistake that my opponent made right there. So let's make this quick fix right here before I forget about it again. Like if you were playing field, it's probably strictly correct to do that. Sweet. So we have one of the best cards in the matchup and one of our best sideboard cards. So yeah, now we draw. Yeah, we're looking very good this game. Looking very, very good. The only thing that could mess us up is if my opponent goes turn 3 to Fairy. That I think it's literally the only thing that can go bad for us now. That's not a good draw though. Turn 3 Baby Tef would be annoying. And that's the only thing that wrecks us. Damn it. I need to stop saying things so they immediately happen. This is a problem. This is starting to be an issue. Damn it, what am I short? This is all sorts of sad. So now neither negate nor pact do anything. Alright, so we got wrecked by my opponent's one-off. Bad beats. You can contend with this blister while there was an amulet in play. Yeah, that doesn't quite work out the way you want it to, King Cantona. Alright, that's an R set. That's a Jace. No bueno. Come on, opponent. Show me what you got. D plus again. Okay, and play a tapped colonnade. Alright. So we get to Titan then. We get to Titan. Do I want to... I think I'd rather have the colonnade in play instead of a simic growth. So I think we're going to do... Play this. Bounce. Replay. Play this. Yes. Simic. Boros. I'm trying to maximize my mana here. And I'm gonna protect this stronghold. Well, actually, am I gonna protect this stronghold? I'm definitely attacking the Narset, because I don't want them to draw another card. So both of them are going to attack the Narset. Well, I have a ramming up in the deck, right? So I guess that playing this out is fine. So we're denying the card draw here. Narset remains in play, but that is fine. Hopefully this is like, best case scenario for me is like Teferi minus on the prime time. That would be sick. Oh, Teferi minus on the Azusa. That's better for me. When you switch off card, I haven't been able to watch as much. Yeah, so Slumpy Dumpy, whenever I'm playing something, you should never assume that I am off something or that I like I don't like something, or the fact that I'm not playing Karn does not mean that I am off Karn. So I'm not like switching it off. I literally played a Karn yesterday for a full stream. I'm trying things out, and this is what I do all the time. Honestly, on this stream is I try things out, and I try to see like what I like and what I don't like, and sometimes things that I do like I am not playing because I'm trying some other things. So never assume that because I'm not doing anything it's that I don't like it or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another Narset. All right, this is good for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if we do find Field of the Dead, it should be active, which is nice. Opponents are digging. They bottom there. I think that if we get to answer Teferi here, we are going to win. Oh, because they missed a land drop. That's why. Yeah. I'm gonna play Azusa and haste her. My opponent cannot answer all of my threats. So I will send... Wow, we get to attack? Wow, this is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna send the prime time at Narset, and I'm gonna set this at the ferry. Yeah, we're getting a trigger. This is huge. Getting a trigger here is just incredible for us. So we're gonna do field plus sanctuary. So this is me telling to my opponent, you'd better hire a sweeper, bro. Alright, so this should be game over now. Replay this, holding up, negate. And even if they Supreme Verdict, I play a prime time and I do it all over again next turn. Negate that one. I don't want them setting up something like a Terminus or something. And this should be game, and once again, Field of the Dead won. It won a match that we were winning anyway. Alright, 4-1. Not great, not terrible. Yeah, again, I mean, I don't think that Field was winning a game that we weren't already winning. That's the issue, and that's basically all. It's just like the same thing that keeps happening when I'm testing this card. It's just like it never wins a game that I would be losing already. It's just like, I guess it made sure that we are not losing that game. So we play Field of the Dead. I have another crazy sideboard edition. You're probably throw some meme at me right now, aren't you, King Cantona? What do you think about the Hex Parasite in camera? Yeah, I knew that you were gonna meme. I knew that you were gonna meme. No, that card is terrible. Hex Parasite, for those that don't know, is a thing. It's a dude that like it basically kills Planeswalker. It's this card. You pay X and 1 fire action black mana to remove up to X counter from target permanent. For each counter removed this way, it gets +1/+0. So the ability, the +1/+0 is pretty relevant, but the removing the counters basically means that it kills walkers. Like you just need to pay X for the walkers' amount of loyalty, and you just kill them. No, that card is not good. I would never be playing that card ever. You tried out last week, yeah, but it's one of those things like. What am I trying to say here? You're trying to fix a problem that it's not there. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that you're trying to fix the blue-white matchup. That's not what you want to be doing. You want to be playing this card if you're trying to fix the blue-white matchup. If you want to beat blue-white, play a second Cavernous Soul in your sideboard. That's how you win against blue-white. You're not winning against blue-white by playing Hex Parasite. So good pro mirror tech killing gems. Wow, that's is that actually how it works? Because that is hilarious. Yeah, it says target permanent. Wow, that's really funny. Yeah, King Contender. So it's just one of those things that. So don't take this the wrong way. I'm not saying that you shouldn't try things out. You know what so what I'm trying to say is, if you're trying something out, make sure that make sure that there's not another alternative that is just like better. And if you're trying to like fix the blue-white matchup, then Cavern is just straight up better. Like playing a second Cavern is just better than playing Hex Parasite. Probably even playing Field of the Dead is better than playing Hex Parasite. The U4-1, I'm trying to get baited for this, so I just 4-1 with this list. Yesterday I 0-4 into 5-0 with this list. That's a lie. The 04 league was with Field in the main, but with Winds of Abandon as the third path to instead of the third path to exile. And we literally lost the game against Phoenix because we were playing Winds of Abandon instead of Path. So yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. Winds of Abandon, it's just worse than Path. I would understand if you want to play like 3 Path and a Winds of Abandon. That seems a little bit like overkill, but it makes more sense. But I don't think that it's a replacement for Path. Path is more in sync with what we're trying to do with this card, which is to make it to 6 mana. We already have very good things to be doing when we have met the 6 mana threshold, right? So the idea for Path is that we wanted to do something in order to help us get to 6 mana, not the other way around. I'll get that card back again. Yeah, I mean, you can try this. You can try the Field if you want. Like, again, it didn't really do much that league, but maybe it's good. I don't know. Alright, let's try this again. Now with the correct mana. Now with the correct mana. So I'm just gonna fix this in the Stream Decker and just 2 forest and snow covered forest. Yep, alright. Fixed in the Stream Decker. So this should be the correct list. How you doing, Birdlord? Thanks for hanging out today. And for those of you that are new on the stream, my name is Francisco. We play a lot of Amulet in this channel. If you haven't figured that out yet, we play a lot of Amulet, and we sometimes play Legacy. If you want to get notified whenever I go live, I recommend you click that follow button, which is free, of course. If you want to help support the stream, you can subscribe using that link over there. You can get access to these sweet emotes, and I wrote a 50-page sideboard guide for the version of Amulet that plays Karn the Great Creator, and you can get access to it by subscribing and then joining my Discord, which is the first one you see over there. After you link both Twitch and Discord, you can get access to the sub-only channels. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I always post whenever I'm going live. You can go with that link at fpablos.fmtg. If you want to check out previous streams, YouTube is the place to find me. I upload all my previous streams, and I timestamp them so you can go straight to whichever matchup you want to see. And finally, if you want to help support the stream and you want to help me get to go to GP Vegas, as you can see in the bottom, I have a little goal set. And if I make my goal, I'm going to be going to GP Vegas later in August. And with any donation of $12 or more, I will play any list that you want live on stream. Have a question? Is this repair no longer needed now that we have Force of Vigor? I still like it a lot versus Phoenix. Yeah, it's definitely better than Force against Phoenix. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. The thing that Force has is that it has a lot of game against like hardened scales and stuff. This hand is very slow, so I'm gonna mulligan. This hand is also very slow and has no green sources, so I'm gonna mulligan again. This hand is very slow, but it covers some of the bases that we're looking for, so I'm gonna keep it and be very unhappy about doing so. My opponent mulled to 5 as well, so I guess they might be on Tron. In any case, I'm gonna bottom this, and I think I'm gonna bottom this tier rings. Yeah, all right. So I want to find either a Titan or an Azusa, because we have the pack that represents the other one, so... Burn? We're playing against Burn? We are playing against Burn. My opponent moving down to 5 made me think... Okay, that's not bad. My opponent moving down to 5 made me think that we were playing against... I'm gonna name a human here. made me think that we were playing against some dredge or some like graveyard strategy kind of thing. That's why I decided to clip. I chose to keep the bog, but of course now I'm regretting that wholeheartedly. Colony Garden's not bad there actually. Nice little chump blocker for the Gobbo, hopefully gain us some life. And if my opponent has the Syrian Blaze, they are cycling on turn 2. Alright. There's the Syrian Blaze. Damn it. Yep. An untapped land would be nice. Amulet would also be nice. None of those is nice. This Gobbo is dealing so much damage. It's throwing me so many cards too, which is funny. Alright. What happens if I pact for Azusa? It doesn't speed up my clock, does it? It doesn't, and it prevents me from cracking the explosive. So I think I'm not going to pact for Azusa, because I'm still gonna be looking at a turn. But I guess it nets me more mana on the following turn. I think I actually do Azusa here. It's worse if I top deck exactly Amulet, because if I top deck exactly Amulet, I want to make sure that I'm not using this turn to next turn to pay for Pact, because I am going to be able to actually cast a prime time next turn. But it doesn't speed up my Titan turn. What do you people think in chat? I guess Azusa is the play. Slumpty Dumpty with that tier Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Really appreciate the support. No, I'm not gonna be able to do all that stuff. So it's better if I top deck Kabira Crosso. So I guess I'm going to go for it. Gonna get a Susa, and I'm gonna play her, and I'm gonna try to get full value. I suspect I'm dead. Or not. Alright. Spikerino, okay. So I double chump here because next turn I can pay for Pact and crack explosives anyway. So the double chump seems worth it. Boom, boom. All right, OP. All right, OP. Can you top deck the last burn spell? Can you top deck the last burn spell? They did. Ugh, sad. I don't think there's anything I could have done. It was just we just drew all of our tap lands. Want Rex Sage, want Baloth. I don't want Bog. 2 explosives is fine. -1 Summoner Pact. Get them Coalition Relics out. I think that was 9 lands in a row. It's possible. Alright. Keeping this one, they can't. I don't think they're going to be able to answer both Azusa and the Amulet, so we're basically all set up, and all we need to do is just draw Primeval Titan. And if we draw the Primetime, we're going to win, and if we don't, we're going to lose. But that is pretty much the name of the game. Draw a Primetime and win, don't draw a Primetime and lose. Here comes a Searing Blaze, that's fine. Primetime, second Amulet, doesn't do it. I want to hold this in my hand, actually, because it allows me to transmute thanks to the double Amulet. I think these kind of hands are always a keep. And if we draw a Primetime, we just win, right? If we draw a Primetime, we win, I think. No, it's not a Primetime, so we lose, and we're actually dead on board because my opponent suspended Rift Bolt. But beats. And the Primetime is going to be on top here. No. Okay. Alright. We're finally hitting the bad side of variance here. So what are your thoughts on Ferox apart from the tempo? Like, did you like it? It was okay. It was better than Baloth against John specifically and Eldrazi, and worse than Baloth against Burn. But the tempo version of the deck is actually worse against Burn overall. So I think it's actually possible that we might want to be playing Baloth even in the tempo version of the deck. Playing against blue-white again. Probably gonna leak this. But I care less about the Amulet than I do about the Coalition Relic because we don't have mana yet. Okay, that resolved. Cool. Field of Ruin. All right. Play my Coalition Relic. And I'm not going to attack representing the bounce land. My opponent is very clearly on blue-white. Definitely expecting Cryptic Command here. Blue. So I'm playing the bounce land out here because if my opponent goes for the field destruction there, I get to primetime them. And here if they counter this, I also get to primetime them, so it's good times all around. Second Amulet, my opponent doesn't do anything. Alright, so next turn we should be able to cast 2 primetimes, is that correct? So that's 8 mana, 10, 12. Yeah, so we have exactly enough to cast 2 Primeval Titans, so... so I think we're going to be fine. Oh, is my opponent going for this? Cool. I like it when my opponents strip mines themselves. I know that they're setting me up for doing this, but I think that them being down on the land is so valuable for us here. I know that, yeah, I know they probably have a second field. Oh, they don't. Okay. I like where this is going. Play this, pass the turn, but we're gonna swing for 2 here. Basically, if my opponent ever taps out, they lose, which is a pretty good spot to be in. Or eventually, we're gonna nice. Good job, Trinket Mage. You are the hero. You are the hero that we deserve. Is it gonna be a snap path for the scout? Well, that's good value. So my opponent is down a snap. They are down. They're down a path. In exchange for my Trinket Mage and my Sakura Tribe Scout, and I'm up like 3 lands. That seems like good value. Oops. Oof, I almost have 6 and I did Charter Relic. That was almost pretty bad. JTMS, the one and only. Better than all. Not better than Primeval Titan. Better than all, but Primeval Titan. Green, boom, 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 boom. Play prime time. Yes, Simic. So they're gonna get double prime timed here with Pact backup. Transmute. Pact of Negation. Summoner's Pact. Primeval Titan. And the funny part is that they literally cannot do anything about it, because if they shock, then just a single prime time is lethal anyway. So that's cool. Alright. Yep, you're dead. Alright, blue-white control again. Ramming up. Needle, Field of the Dead. Did we win this? No, we died Cryofung. We died on 2. Both of these out. One of these out. One of these out. And did I think I was bringing in the Hornet Queen. I'm not sure, honestly. I actually think I don't want the Queen. I might get got by Surgical, but if my opponent does Surgical me, then I know. I shouldn't be keeping these hands, but I'm sorry. I so deserve never joining Green Source. I really deserve it. I so deserve this. That's about to happen. I so deserve this. That's about to happen. Oh man. Oh man. I'm so. This is so bad. Oh man. Oh man. Definitely bouncing this one. Surgical. Oh, this is great. Oh, my opponent is on the keep the surgical your Simic plan. Damn. That's such sick value, opponent. That's such sick value. So we're gonna bounce the field. The one problem though is that now we're gonna be very short on. Now we're gonna be very short on bounce lands. We only have 5 remaining, so that is pretty annoying actually. They're gonna tap out here. All right. I don't think they realize that if I find the bounce, I just win on the spot. Don't think they do. So we play the T-West, play Azusa, Vesuva copy my basic, steerings, and if we steerings into something good, we're in a very good spot. Hopefully we steer this into something good. Steerings into Sanctuary. I think I hold this T-West in hand. I bottomed a bunch of no-lands and so they Jace and now they Teferi. Okay. That's risque. That is risque. Both of them are Jace. We're gonna need to path one of them. Or not. Okay. Trinket. Go leak here. Logic not. Okay. Logic not is fine. I'm gonna hold this in hand. I'm gonna hold this one in hand in case I draw a gemstone mine or something, and I'm able to transmute T-West. Snap off the Narset. Finding path. Okay, that's good for them. That means that now that yeah, I forgot about the untap. Yeah, this card's pretty good. So this one's gonna attack Narset, and this one's going to attack Teferi. I guess both of them. No, this one's gonna attack Teferi. Another Scouterino, and pass the turn. We're one land drop away from casting this Titan. When I do that, it's gonna be interesting though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. So we're gonna have 3 mana if they activate. Attack Teferi, attack Teferi, attack Teferi. I missed the Jojo La Patate. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let this resolve. Sick. Alright, so now I transmute for Cavern of Souls. Boop. And of course don't play it out. Sweet. We get our basic forest. Well, this actually kind of looks like a game that Field of the Dead might do something, actually. Never mind, this card is so good. Wow, that Narset that I attacked for 1 actually ended up being super relevant because of this Vendilion Click. That is the worst possible draw in our deck. Like, bar none, the worst possible draw. Timely reinforcements. That one's annoying. Alright, things getting tough here. Things getting real tough. This is so greedy of them. Like I still got an unknown. That is super greedy of them. But yeah, we're reaching the point of no return. What are my options, Cameron? What, like holding this click, and these stupid tokens are clocking me good. I honestly don't think we can find a better spot. Why no Highmine in the board? I mean, if I know there's like so many cards that we could be running, you could say one, yeah, like we literally drew 3 or 4 basics. We could be playing a lot of cards. Unfortunately, we only get 15 sideboard slots. Only get 15 of them. I mean, to be honest, I kept a very greedy hand, right? Like nobody's fault but mine kind of deal. I like this hand. We have counter magic for potential dude. We have our best card in the matchup. Yeah, with triple ancient steerings, I am going to. I guess I'm gonna be greedy and I'm gonna just like jam this scout here. Why, if I know? What are you trying to? Where I try to combat? Like you can only combat so many things, right? At one point, you're getting diminishing returns. Yeah, so here I think I'm more interested in hitting my land drops and like getting these steerings out of my hand. I guess. I mean, I definitely want lands, and this is probably better than the stronghold, so. One, two, three, four. Only 4 lands so far. Hopefully no baby Tef here. 3 fairy would be annoying. And here we're gonna go a classic no activate scout to bluff a bounce land. They're just going for it. Okay. That seems very greedy, but sure. Field of the Dead doesn't block in Amulet. It probably doesn't. But there's only one way to figure out, right, Aaron? There's only one way to figure that out, which is through testing. I don't think I'm into that. Now this one is an interesting pick. I think I'm interested in resetting, so. So 1, 2, 3. It would have been much better if this were a Simic, obviously because of Field of the Dead and because of the negate, but I think we're looking pretty good here, and nevertheless. Yeah, they're going to discard. Yeah, I'm really liking my position here. Could have Stone Rained them. Yes, but I Stone Rained myself, and I'm losing the Ghost Quarter and I'm losing the Simic as well. I think that my land drops are more relevant than my opponents when I'm holding up negate. So honestly, I want to do nothing here because I don't want to play stuff into my opponent's counter magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if they path me, I'm gonna start getting Field of the Dead value. But my opponent's going to discard. Like, I'm very interested in just like this holding pattern. Like, I don't want them to be able to use their counter magic on my. Yes! Here it goes. And the difference between forest and basic forest paying off already. Oops, field to that one. Now I got it to 2. All right, so I'm suspecting that this is gonna be game over now. Like every lander that we make yields us a 2/2. And eventually my opponent will need to tap out, and that's when we get him. Setting up prime time, and if I play Azusa, I can pay 1, 2, 3, 4, so they can counter my Azusa. Catman 1950, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think I just passed. Swing for 2. No need for me to do anything. The only problem is that in order to transmute, I have to like go down on negate for a turn. But I'm very much okay with this. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna path my zombie? Is that what's going on? Just so you guys know, this is not a good play. You know why? Because I get another land and I get another Zombo. Oh no, that's actually correct. Yeah, interesting. Well, I guess that is a good play. Never mind. My opponent got me there. I guess they didn't, because now I'm gonna get to prime time, so we're still fine. Yeah, picking up T West did it. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Of course, sending the bait first. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So do I suspect they have double counter magic? Yes, I do. Sweet. So now we get to prime time. And we only need to beat like one piece of counter magic, I guess. Play Azusa. Got him. So I think I play out the prime time here. We have negates. My opponent would need to, with 3 mana, have access to double counter magic. So I guess it would be Force of Negation plus. So I guess double Force of Negation. Dope. So that's good, and I think I go and transmute for another. No, I'm gonna transmute for a blue pact here, actually. I don't want to get got by surgical, basically. And I think the Zombos are winning this game by themselves. Get a zombie. Play Amulet. Go to combat. Swing. Yes. T West. Simic. More zombies. Alright, so this is the first match that I played so far where Field of the Dead was actually good. I think we might have been able to win anyway, even without it. But it actually did some stuff. Like it clocked my opponent in a different way, you know. They can pass me here. Is it good? Cryptic Force open makes me sad. Play powers one more time to play soft cards. Imagine a world where you get to just haste your zombie off. Is it easy to get lands so you get the zombie triggers? Yeah, after you've resolved the prime time, yes, it's pretty easy. I think what was good is that in this match we didn't need to play at prime time. In this match specifically. This is a tough one, actually. I think I don't pact it, and I just win with the zombies. But I don't want to get got by, like, you know, double field or something. And I could have played the T-West in order to do that, but the T-West also represents another Titan, so... So I guess I can go score the field here, actually. That sounds good. Now that I can't activate it, just protect all my lands. Yeah, so that being the case, I guess I messed this up. And you should definitely opt after I... definitely opt after the Ghost Quarter resolves. Now that I have destroyed their field, I can actually use my mana to transmute here. Oops, actually we have one land play remaining, one free Sumbo. Do I want to play a prime time here? I don't think I do. Well, maybe I actually did. Yeah, maybe I messed that up. Yeah, maybe I should have played a prime time there. I mean, I don't think my opponent's beating this. Like, this is actual lethal on board. So, like, the only way that I lose here is with Supreme Verdict. So I don't think I want to, like, play my prime time into a Supreme Verdict, you know? With the redundant Azusa, we can safely attack with her. One, two, three, four, five, six. But at this point, it doesn't really matter, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is 10. Supreme Verdict, all the rest. Because Supreme Verdict's the only way that my opponent wins, except they can't actually. Never mind, I made a mistake. Yep. I actually made a mistake there. Oh, that was lethal anyway? I guess that was one too many stumbles. Oh, that's right, the 1 point from the Azusa was relevant. That's hilarious. Alright. Blue-white confirmed a very good matchup. Yeah, that's actually relevant. I need to get into the habit of... This card is so new for me. I need to get into the habit of, like, actually counting the amount of different names of lands that I have in play. That is something that happens to me sometimes when I'm like super far ahead. I just get loose, and I shouldn't do that. I should, like, try to stay focused and try to, you know, still play well. First match was against Burn Catman. Game 2, we never saw a Titan, and game 1, we were just too slow. And I think we moved to 4 in game 1. Love this hand. Love this hand so much. So we have turn 1, Scout. Turn 2, Amulet into Trinket into second Amulet. And turn 3, win. Oops. If they have a ball, that's going to be annoying, but they fetch for a Temple Garden on 1, so ugh. Gross. Alright, no bolts. No bolt. Sweet. Are they thinking about passing, my guy? It's actually interesting, yeah. They don't. Okay, so I'm gonna use both activations. So as usual, I wanna not give my opponent the choice to kill my scout. I'm gonna do this. Bounce, replay, play Trinket Mage, find another Amulet, and we're going to most likely win next turn. Mana Tide? Alright. I got. Nothing to say about that. I was never thinking of playing around Mana Tide, so GG well played, opponent. GG well played. You keep getting got by that card. Yeah, this is not the first time I've been Mana Tide on stream. That's for sure. It's kind of a sick tempo play, actually. Trinket Mage gaining 3 here. It's a pretty decent value. So I'm not gonna be able to get value off of the double Amulet, so I think I lead on Steerings here. That's pretty good. Kalni's solid here. Play Kalni. So now we have 2 blockers. And I'm gonna play another Trinket. If they have another Mana Tide, they got me. It doesn't really matter unless they also kill the scout. Like, they would need to have like another Mana Tide into a way to kill the scout. That's the way that I get punished here. The other alternative would be to play out the Coalition Relic, but I don't think I like that. Got another one of these. Got another one. They do. That's insane. All right. All right. You got me, OP. You got me. This guy's too late now. Another tapped out of Mana Tide, so don't need to play around that stupid card anymore. If they had Gut Shot, they would have done this main phase. So, though I guess it's still correct to play around it and to activate the scout first, like I've been doing so far. Boom, boom. And now we're gonna do Vesuva Kalni, and that should seal the deal. Vesuva Crossroads. Even if they have path, it doesn't matter. Naya counter aggro. I mean, my opponent must be ecstatic that they managed to like double monetize the ramp deck, right? I would be happy if I were them. I don't think I like this card. Bog. Maybe if they have Goif, I want to leave in the Bog. Yeah, Ghost Quarter seems worse. I don't want the Pact. I do want the Hornet Queen. Don't want the Ballista. Ballista is a tricky card. Like, my opponent has a bunch of X2s and 3s, so I don't think it trades very favorably. Now, Rexage is a big question mark here. I don't think I'm going to play around Blood Moon from them. They might get me pretty good if they are playing Blood Moon, but I'm not going to play around it. Keep. They're playing Counter Cat. Opponent's playing Counter Cats. And I'm definitely playing this out on 1. Damn it. This changes things considerably. Alright. So the correct thing to do here is to name Human because of Trinket Mage. I think this is that draw step is literally like the only way that I change my play there. Yeah, that is the only way that I change my plan there. Otherwise, I was going to play explosives on 1 and then be able to crack it on 2. But the double amulet sets up the Titan on turn 3. All right, OP. All right. No blocks. We are playing around Mana Tide this time around. We are playing around Mana Tide. No, I guess. How much mana am I gonna have? I have 10 here plus 6. So I can double prime time here? Yeah. Nice life total. It would be a shame if you die from here. Yeah, pretty much, right? Such a sad story. Wouldn't it be? Yeah. Alright, I guess they didn't have the answer. I guess Gnarlwood Dryad didn't get there. Gnarlwood Dryad didn't get there. So sad. We weren't done. Come on, stand up. Stand up. Don't fall yet. Honestly, it's been a while since I've done so well with Amulet. Like I've been doing very well. Like I've been winning with besides that one league with the current list from yesterday, which we don't want to talk about that. But besides that, we've been doing pretty well. If this were a scout or something like that, I would keep as is. We can do better. This one is better. And we wanna bottom the Garrison, I think, because we wanted to untap sources. We wanted to untap sources to try to set up a turn for prime time if we draw it off the top. Opponent also moves to 6. Let's see what we find here. That's a fine find. A fine find, which is the best kind of finds. Bog is just too good to throw back. Well, aren't we happy that we threw back that Bojuki Bog now? It's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Okay, so how are we gonna sequence now? That part is easy. Right, done. No, now the next one. I'm trying to think of how we maximize Azusa value and how we play Relic next turn, and if we can also transmute next turn. Can we do everything? Let's say I play out the T-Wiz. I think I have to play out the Stronghold. And next turn I play this. I play Simic, 3 mana, Azusa, 3 mana, Transmute, 3. Yeah, I have enough mana to do everything if my opponent doesn't kill my Azusa. So I think this is gonna be the best course of action. Gut shot me? Opponent? Yeah, so incoming, yeah, light up the stage. Surgical extraction. Oh no, you're gonna surgical my ancient steerings. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, the 1 damage is actually irrelevant. No second land? Okay, so this game is probably over now. Boom, boom. Bounce. Azusa. Three. And 3 more. So this is 3 lands in play. 1, 2, 3. Let's think about this one real quick. 1, 2, 3. Play Coalition Relic. Use 3 mana to transmute. So that part is the easy part. Now, can I... What is better, to bounce this or to bounce this? I think it's better to bounce the Simic Growth. Summoner's Pact and pass the turn. Lightning Bolt my Azusa, womp womp. Yeah, they knew about the Summoner's Pact, that's why they concede. Bring these boys in, bring this, bring both of these, Pactification out. Bye bye Woe Squatter, bring this one in. Bring this one in. what situation is it better to not return the bounce land to hand? When I want to, when I need to do is return. If I need to top deck exactly another bounce line in order to get there to have a Titan mana, then it's better to bounce the other one, so I finish the turn with more mana in play. Those are the situations. Because I don't want Scoutarinos, and we're not sure yet whether my opponent is on Phoenixes or not. So before I bring in a card like Tormod's Crypt, I want to make sure, like, I know about the lootings, but I don't know about the Phoenixes. I'll take that. No more Karn. So I talked about this earlier, Sniprick. Never assume that because I'm not playing Karn, I'm off Karn or something like that. I'm testing things. That's what I do on this stream, right? I try things out and see what works and what doesn't. And then whatever works, I continue to do it, and whenever it doesn't, I stop doing. So I mean, I literally played 2 leagues with Karn yesterday, 5-0 in one of them. Blood Moon? No. Another light up the stage. Oh, they want to cast this one. That makes sense. Morphos and Gutshots. Alright, I think things looking good here, though. Play Asusa. Play this and play this. So now we have Titan mana. We don't need to worry about Phoenix shenanigans. Soft Karn because you prefer to lose. Yeah, losing's great. Trying to give his opponents a chance. Yeah, that's all it's about, you know, just be nice to each other. Be like, opponent, I know that you Bedlam Reveler. Alright. Good to know about that one. Cage doing work here. Cage doing a work. They don't have Blood Moon mana, so I'm not really scared of anything at this point. This seems like a waste of a mana Morphos. Are they trying to like get lucky and try to draw into another Gutshot? Yeah, this is... Maybe they don't realize about the cage. Oh no, they did. Take one. I could try to get lucky and like steerings into an amulet, but I'm not a greed monster. Even it's also very valuable to hold up the steerings to pitch the Force of Vigor. So definitely Bog Crossroads is what we're doing here. I guess Bog Kalni is better. And do we hold up this T-West? Not really much use in playing up because we're going to bounce it next turn anyway, so... Alright. Mono Red Phoenix down. Alright, that cage did some fine work there. Not gonna lie. Stopping Phoenixes and basically delaying whatever my opponent was trying to do and locking those Faithless lootings. See if we can get the double 4-1 here. Love this hand. Love this hand. Trinket, probably gonna do some work. Depending on what my opponent is on, I'm gonna go find an amulet or something else. I'm pretty sure that this is that my opponent is it's a very good Tron player. Oh, I guess they are not on Tron. Ugh. I miss Karn. Karn, where are you? Probably naming explosives. Seems like the best thing to name. Well, Scout is also a pretty good thing. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Scout is a good thing to name here too. Especially if they're playing main deck. Sweet draw. I guess that was indeed a good thing for them to name there. I've not seen this build of Tron before. Yeah, it's Grixis Tron. Well, they have perfect info about my hand, so safely F6 in here. I cannot believe that you have nothing. I guess they're wearing for damn sphere. Or not. I think I wear for a second amulet here. Wearing for explosives doesn't trinketing for explosives doesn't really do much in the face of the welding jar. Ensnaring Bridge? I guess. Yep. Got me. Crucible? Oh, they have the one of GQ. Very, very interesting. You chose wrong OP though. Yep, you chose wrong. Because we're Laxax. And when you're a Laxac, you top deck exactly the best possible card that you could have top decked. That's what you do. That's the Laxac way of life right there. That's the Laxac way of life. Should have waited. Yeah, I guess. Sun Home. Gemstone. White. Red. Double strike. Yeah, you know, when you're this good at the game, it's great, you know. I don't think I want Tormods. It stops. Tormod stops the Ghost Squatter Crucible lock, but do I even care about that? Oops, I definitely want this one. Oddly enough, I think that Pithing Needle is gonna be naming Welding Jar. That's like the main reason why I'm bringing the needle in is to name Welding Jar, which is freaking hilarious. Get the Crossroads out of here. Get a Susa out. Want all 3 explosives. Let's do this actually. I think that my opponent had a very real shot to win that game. Like, very real. If they had gone for the Ensnare Bridge instead of the Crucible. Yeah, he exiled the Simian Spirit Guide to Whir. Alright. Bring it on. We wanna taste that 4-1, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and say that they're not playing Chalice, right? Because if they are playing Chalice, then this card is terrible, and I'd rather have access to something else. Alright, here we go. Who's this guy? Hermit Druid. That doesn't look like Hermit Druid. Sergey Lunev, thank you for the follow. Alright, bring it on. Come on, Tron opponent. Yeah, it seems that they are in some kind of prison strategy. Resuva Copy Academy. Sick tech. I think this turn I'm transmitting for Summon Respect. Yeah, okay, so I'm putting them on now, 100% on Whir person. So probably gonna Chalice? Yeah, Chalice on 1. Alright, so good to know that I need to play around Chalice. That's an Ursa. They're gonna be able to regen one of them, but not both. Oh, I totally forgot about the academy. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Damn it. Yeah, now they're gonna be able to academy. Yikes. Guess they chose wrong. They chose very wrong actually, because they would have been able to like bring this back and then play it for 0. Ooh, they did an Academy Runes back? Why not? Or they just knew that they were drawing another one? Whir for 2. So that's the damn sphere. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 1 mana short. Destroying the academy seems very important though. The ramming up is in. Direct Sage is also in. I guess we wait one more turn. Because if we top deck Reclamation Sage, we destroy this, and then we play a Primetime the same turn. Damn it! Why would I want to copy the Academy? It doesn't really do anything. Yeah, that's weird sequencing. I guess it's until the end of turn. So it doesn't matter. That's cute. The damn sphere makes him pay. That's interesting. All right, I got 1 turn to get lucky. 1 turn to get lucky here. I'm gonna be taking 7 at least from this construct plus the Simian Spirit Guide. Made that 8. Potentially 9, depending on what they find of the Ursa. They found a Crucible? That's disgusting. That's freaking insane. That's so absurd. So I guess I can haste Primetime here. Gemstone, Stronghold. Eight, yeah. So the best play they can make is to bring back the I guess I'm gonna bog them, but they're probably going to activate in response. So they're gonna bring back the Ensnaring Bridge, try to lock me out that way. Yep. The good thing is I know what they're drawing now. Oh, I guess they draw with the bubble, never mind. I was gonna say I can like Raminap as soon as I lock them out. Ibnu me. That's fine. Block. Easiest block of my life. Easiest block of my life. The thing is, this Ursa is doing so much work. So there's the Ensnaring Bridge. I definitely feel like ramming up is a piece of the puzzle here, so let's get out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, 5. Play Trinket Mage. Thoughts on Academy in the sideboard? I don't like it. Never liked the card. I don't think I ever will. So I'm so dumb. Well, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. You forget the trigger, never know with this program. Whir of Invention was revealed. That's hilarious. Oh no, Whir for 0. Yeah, that actually gets the... that's actually not bad. That gets the Chalice for probably. I'm really interested in playing Needle naming Welding Jar. Does not look like it's gonna be doable. Again, Mox Opal. Okay. It's definitely correct to cast the Mox Opal. Yeah, sorry that during this match I've been kind of like not paying that much attention to chat. The thing is that the matchup usually goes really long, so I want to make sure that I give myself the best shot at winning by playing as quickly as I can. Yes. Okay, another worthless card. Hit the Hypno. Sure. So now, oh, I was going to like Ghost Squatter myself, but now we had to actually develop our mana, so that's cool. Bounce back Bog and play Bog, so now their engine is slowed down considerably. So we can start doing more of the whole Ghost Squatter stuff. Now they can't mill us anymore, and they only can activate Ursa so many times because they're going to eventually get lower than us on card in the deck, and that's when they're gonna lock themselves out. Because we just exiled the Academy Ruins, so they can't stop themselves from decking. Man, this Ursa is just doing such insane amounts of work. So good. Now that we know that we're playing against Prison, our sideboard is probably gonna change a little bit. I don't know how much though. I don't know what our haymakers are gonna be. Another Chalice on one. So we GQ ourselves. And guess we found a way to play around Crucible. That's for sure. Yeah, with Ursa, I don't even know how because we can't lock them out. Oh yes, we can. We can walk in Ballista and we can kill the Ursa. And when we get to that point, they're gonna be out of mana. Okay, so that's our out. Oh, walking Ballista in the graveyard. That makes me very sad. And we exiled my opponents. Damn it! I had a plan. It's not gonna work anymore. Okay, we're ahead on clock, I guess. So I guess my Alright, so bye-bye, Ghost Squatter lock. It was nice while that lasted. We didn't pop their T-West, then bug, because they, I mean, they can't really bounce their T-West anyway, so with T-West that's in play, it's not really doing anything, right? Play this back. I guess we should have pacted this maybe. I mean, at this point, I don't even know what we're trying to achieve here. Reset this land. Yeah, that was a little bit unlucky that our walking ballista got milled. Otherwise, we would have been able to kill the Ursa. I guess we can still explosives on 4 and kill the Ursa. Yep, okay, that we still have an out. We still have an out. So we just need to draw a bounce land or something like that. Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Just adding mana here so we can add some more mana in my turn and I can replay it. So okay, so blue, is that correct? Play this again, play this. Transmute. Engineered explosives. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually better. Is it actually better to do it on 0? It might be better to do it for 0. No, there's no way. We gotta kill the Ursa. We have chalices on 1 and 0. So at this point, it's basically clock management. Second bridge. That's an interesting draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, we're gonna get bounce and bounce. Flow 2. Bounce this and bounce this. Transmute. Man, this game has been something else, huh? Engineered explosives 1, 2, 3. This means the explosives is gonna be equal to, because I only cast 1 spell so far. Let's do it 1 more just in case. One and 2. Crack it. Force my opponent to think. So the region, the Ensnaring Bridge, and that's it. Okay. Okay, so now all of our cards are active now. How does my opponent win? I think we're gonna get him. They played a tap land, and this should be GG's. So Sua, copy a bounce. Replay. And this is why you play 3 engineered explosives. This is why you play 3 explosives. Transmute. Engineered explosives. 1, 2, 3. Got there. Yep, they definitely missed that line. Welding jar protecting the other welding jar was definitely the play there. But at that point, then we can play the Pithing Needle and name welding jar. So then the second welding jar doesn't do anything, so we can get them anyway. That was sweet. Sorry that I was a little bit out during that last match, but as you saw, it can be a real slugfest, and there's a lot of things to go through. So I was trying to do my best to try to explain my thought process and everything. But yeah, this list has been nice. Honestly, every single Amulet list that I've been playing lately has been very nice. Oh, how you doing, Cherry Axe? That was a sick game. It was super intricate. You were very unlucky not to find another one of your Ursas there. Got baited by the EE. Yeah, we were. I was trying to like explain every single one of my thought process. I'm like, oh, I think that this is fine, but I don't know. Don't you usually play Eldrazi Tron? I feel like I've seen seen your name on the moto dumps all the time, and even in some challenges, top 8s and whatnot. And you were always playing Eldrazi Tron, so I was very surprised to see that you were playing Ursa. Yeah, normally in Tron. Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, Trinket Mage did some work. Trinket Mage did. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Trinket Mage did a ton of work that league. Actually, both of those leagues. It is quite possible that this is the way to go right now. It is quite possible that this is the way to go. You have answers to most things in the format, and you fare very well against the aggressive decks, which is what seems to be dominating Modern a little bit. But yeah, as you saw, we had a ton of tools in every one of the matchups, and the games that we lost, it's because basically we just hit the bad side of variance, and that was against Mono Green Tron and against Burn. And I just kept some hands that I still consider that they were fine keeps, but yeah, we just hit the bad side of variance, which will happen sometimes. It's definitely fine. That's gonna be it for me this week. I will be back next week with some more streams. I kind of want to try out some Legacy next week, so I'm definitely gonna be streaming Legacy at least one day. And besides that, yeah, I am very excited about Amulet. Very excited about Amulet. I think that what the way that the meta is shifting right now, and everybody's trying to like play like Jund and like aggressive decks and stuff. I think that Amulet might be just overall in a very good spot. I think that this weekend's Pro Tour is going to it's going to basically help my decision. A really big deal in terms of what I would want to play. Like depending on the meta that I see at the Pro Tour, it's going to, you know, basically warrant whether we're going to be playing Trinket Mage or Karn or whatever. Trinket Mage version better against John? I think so. You have very very good threats against John. Trinket Mage in and of itself, it's very good. It's against Liliana, it's just a body. It can also chump block. It trades with both Bob and Bloodbraid, and it finds whenever you're falling behind, it can catch you up with either explosives or Amulet. Post sideboard, it can also find a Pithing Needle to stop Liliana, or even one more explosives that we're bringing back. So I think this card is very good. The only issue is that against John, it's probably preferable to be playing an extra blue source. That can be like a Botanical Sanctum. Probably it's gonna be a Botanical Sanctum. So that's what I would think. If you like, if I thought that John was like, I don't know, like 20% of the meta or something, it's definitely tough to let go of one of the basics, but one of the matches and one of the ways that John gets ahead of you is they go after your blue sources, and then you can't, you just cannot cast your Trinket Mage. But if you do cast your Trinket Mage, it's usually a very good card in the matchup. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. If you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you do so. You can get notified whenever I go live. If you want to help support the channel, you can subscribe using that link. You get access to these 3 emotes, as well as my sideboard guide for Karn Amulet, which you can get by joining my my Discord right here, the Primetime Stronghold Discord. When you link your Twitch and your Discord accounts, you're gonna be able to find get access to the sub-only channels where you can find the sideboard guide. If you want to follow me on Twitter, if you're into that sort of thing, you can find me at fpavloshmtg. If you want to check out all my previous streams, I always upload them to YouTube, so you can go and find that link over there with all my previous streams, as well as some other content. And finally, if you want to help me go to GP Las Vegas, I have a donation goal that I'm trying to reach, and also with any donation of $12 or more, I will play any list of your choosing in either Legacy or Modern, I guess, maybe even some Vintage. But I will play any list of your choosing through a full league. And let's see who we can... Oh, nice. Aaron Berich is streaming some Infect, so let's go. Pay $2 to watch from play High Tide, sounds good. I mean, I would do it. That's actually the kind of deck that I enjoy playing. Maybe not so much in Legacy, but it's definitely an enjoyable kind of deck. Alright, have an amazing weekend, and I will see you when I'm back next Monday with some more Amulets, some Modern and Legacy content. Have a good one, and yep, stay safe. Bye bye.